Thank you, Chairman Nadler. This is a kind of a hearing in which we get two diametrically opposed reports of what's going on. We call this hearing because we are gravely disturbed about the ineffectiveness and the activities that have gone on within the voter section. And the voter section chief comes to us this morning to tell us he's never been more proud of the voter rights section and its accomplishments, and further that he's got the greatest group of people energetic, committed to voter rights activity and its promotion. And as a matter of fact, it's never been better. And I think what we're seeing here with the Georgia voter ID case just starts off this discussion, which we've been on. I didn't know we were going to be on it for so long. But the bottom line of all of this is that there wouldn't have been any Georgia voter ID law if your department had followed the recommendations of your career lawyers. And it was because you overturned their work and decided to do something differently, we now have not only Georgia voter ID, but we have other places which are screaming about voter fraud. The last time I looked, we had 82 individual cases of voter fraud that were prosecuted over the last period of 6 years. And so it seems to me that this is a hearing that we're going to go over sentence by sentence. Now, having said that, and I noticed that the gentleman from Georgia, John Lewis, was over here for a while, still is. I want to turn very quickly to Ohio. You see, the chairman of this committee and I were in Ohio, in Columbus. We had a forum. We had members of Congress, Stephanie Tubbs Jones, Sherrod Brown, and other members, the now governor of Ohio, and others were there. And I want to tell you, Mr. Section Chief, I never met so many hundreds of people furious about the process that characterized the elections in Ohio in November 2004. Never in my life, and I've been south and north in this situation. And yet you explain that, and there were African Americans and white people, Democrats and Republicans, people that worked in the electoral process, all furious about the misstatements, the deceptive practices, the purges that went on. And your letter that says allowing for problems of incidents in individual precincts, it appears that to be the tendency in Franklin County for white voters to cast ballots in the morning, i.e. before work, and for black workers to cast ballots in the afternoon, i.e. after work. We have established this tendency through local contacts and through both political parties. Now, that was the only thing that nobody complained of, as I recall that hearing. That was the one thing that was not the problem. The problem that there were people purged. There were incredible misstatements by the Secretary of State at that time. the weight and the quality of the paper that one must supply for a ballot was all on there. And so I would refer you to the book, What Went Wrong in Ohio, that documents the incredible activities that took place there. And for you to have sent this letter does anything but demonstrate, the one you sent to Franklin County from the Department of Justice, it demonstrates anything but your concern about voter rights enforcement and encouraging the vote. Now, I just want to conclude. We have a lack of prosecution in the voting rights section. We need to do a lot more in your section, and I'm hoping that you will take what will be directed to you as constructive, because the one thing I'm concerned about is that we stop having happen what's happened since the 2000 elections, and then you come here to stagger our imagination by telling us that it's never been better, it's never been worse.
Time of the gentleman has expired.